Hello guys, what the heck is up? Welcome back to my channel and to another freaking video. We are in comfy clothes, just chilling on the couch, which means typically I'm doing some sort of like weight loss GLP-1 type update video. And this one specifically is my month update on TIRZEPATIDE. I've been getting so much support on all of these videos, so I just want to say thank you so much for all the kind words, for watching my videos, for being invested. I love to talk to you guys about this journey because I feel like, at least for me personally, it's hard to relate to anybody in my real life about it. Not like any tea or shade, it's just I don't have a lot of people going through this journey with me, and so I love to be able to document my journey and to talk to you guys because I feel like you guys are on the same wavelength as me, you know? So before we get into anything else, a really common question that I get asked, I like to address at the beginning of every video, is I use telehealth for my GLP-1 medications, MinuteMD specifically. I've been using them for almost a year, and I do have a link down below if you are looking for some sort of telehealth provider to help you get started on your TIRZEPATIDE, semaglutide, GLP-1 weight loss journey. I really appreciate them because one, they're extremely affordable. Semaglutide starts at $249, TIRZEPATIDE starts at $349, and the most important thing is they require blood tests. I'm not even kidding you. I knew I was gonna film this video today, and as I was driving, getting on the freeway yesterday, and this is my second time this week I've seen it, there is just like a poster board on the side of these insanely busy streets that say, call for semaglutide or TIRZEPATIDE, and it's like the fact that there's just signs on the sides of roads to call and get this medicine is super scary to me, just because I feel it's a really good tool and it can be so helpful, but you also should not be getting it from providers on the side of the road. Like legit, this is the sign I saw. So I really appreciate MinuteMD requires blood work before they will send you out the medicine, and so I always just want to emphasize that. They're linked down below. Always transparency. Also, I do get a commission on it. I'm not required to talk about them on YouTube or anywhere. They don't pay me to talk about them. If you use my link, I get a commission though. So just being transparent with you. My update is my first month of TIRZEPATIDE. I did not lose a single pound. Weekends are my weakness, which I will get into with you in just a second, but I am just so transparent with my journey, and I was a little bit disappointed this month. The really weird thing is I just got back, I think Monday. I'm filming this on a Saturday. Monday will be 5 weeks, maybe 6 weeks, I don't know, since I got back from the Bahamas, and I lost weight on vacation, and I also lost weight the week I got back. So I was expecting to like get home from the Bahamas, start TIRZEPATIDE. I was like, if I lost weight on vacation, there's no way that I just like this medicine won't just kick off for me. I was so excited, and I have had an amazing experience with TIRZEPATIDE in the sense of like side effects and how I'm feeling on the medicine. But in regards to the weight loss, my issue is weekends. I do so well on the weekdays, and it's like I get right to the point where I'm like, tomorrow I will be like, I will lose weight, and then the weekend comes, and for me it's really important in this journey to learn how to balance everything. If that means going out with my friends and having dinner, for example, yesterday my friend is moving to Alabama, and so we went out to dinner, and I'm like, I'm not gonna miss this dinner or eat a stupid salad while everybody's getting bread and pasta, just because like that's just not sustainable, or it doesn't like make me happy. So I ate a sandwich, and it's not like I went overboard. It's not like normally I would eat the sandwich and then I would come home and want a snack later. I would eat the sandwich and the chips that come with, like, so there's definitely still changes, but my issue is I then have to do maintenance to recover from the weekends, and so that's my big issue right now in the navigation. Is even though I have had extreme life changes, even with my weekends, I'm not drinking, I'm not binging, none of that. It's just I feel like I am about 65 pounds down in my journey. My deficit is obviously lower because I've lost weight, and so this is just where I'm at in my journey and trying to navigate it. Also, I do know that which I didn't even honestly think about, when I got off semaglutide, I was on the max dose of it, and so I'm on the strongest like level of that medicine, which was 0.5 of the 5 mg bottle, just if you were curious. And then with TIRZEPATIDE, obviously you don't just go to the max dose. It's a new medicine, you start from the beginning. So I went from the maximum dose of one medication to the starter dose of another medication, and so I like slowly increased it. But this is the first, like tomorrow injection will be the first week that, so I started on 0.20 of TIRZEPATIDE. My provider recommended 0.25, but I just get nervous because I had a skin reaction to semaglutide and I just didn't know what the side effects were gonna be. So the first week I did 0.20, then I did 0.25, then I did 0.30, and then 0.35. So I was like slowly increasing, but nothing crazy, where my provider has instructed me as of tomorrow to go to the 0.50 dose. So I am anticipating that there's going to be changes there because I'm suddenly not on like the starter dose of the medicine, if that makes sense. So I'm hoping that that really helps boost the journey, and that's just probably honestly something I didn't consider, was like you're going from a max dose to a starter dose. And even though this medication is supposed to be stronger, it is, and I will state that again, it's just the weekend maintenance that I'm having a hard time with right now. I had hardly any side effects with TIRZEPATIDE, and I love that. Specifically, like my GI was so much better on this medicine, and that alone makes it worth it for me. I have not obviously binged at all, so I am on almost 15 months binge free, which is just the biggest win for me here. I have been actively working out, which is something throughout this journey that I get asked about a lot that I have not really done. I legitimately have, hang on. You see that? I have a Peloton right there. Moving that was not the best idea. Anyways, I have a Peloton right there. My cats think it's their toy, but obviously I should be riding it. So I have been super motivated in riding my Peloton, building up on that. I track my food through MyFitnessPal. I've done this throughout my whole journey. That is like key for me personally. I know that isn't always ideal for everybody, but for me, tracking is important. And I've noticed on TIRZEPATIDE, like, I am definitely in a deficit, and so it's not that I've noticed even like any changes in that regards really. Like I'm staying in my deficit, I'm not having food noises, I'm not binging. It's just the dang weekends for me, which I will get past. I actually am like doing a vlog right now, and I'm doing a grocery pickup, and even if it's not necessarily like the healthiest, if it's like I am getting stuff to not eat out, because that is another one of my weaknesses. Even though it's super easy to track, I'm being really hard on myself in this video, huh? I'm just listing all the things I could do better at, but I'm just talking to you guys like I'm talking to my friends. I got stuff, even if it's not like the most macro friendly, that I can just eat at home, because I eat out a lot at work, especially when it's like a quieter day. It gets me out of the office, and you can track a lot of your foods, but for example, Chipotle, you can make Chipotle really easy, but it's really hard to navigate because every person that makes your bowl is making it different. So you have an idea of the macros, but really it's not perfect. So this next week I'm gonna really, as I up my dose and my food cravings and impulses and all of that are even less than they are right now, I think it's gonna be good to just have set foods that I know the exact thing, and I think that will really boost my weight loss journey again. Not that I haven't been on it, I've been maintaining, I've been losing slowly. Just wanna be extremely transparent, because there's videos that I'll post, and I know that there'll be videos, like my next update could be like, I lost 15, like the weight loss journey, it's always going up and down, and I'm just so proud of myself for not binging and not gaining and just adjusting to this medicine so well. And with that, I wanted to talk about side effects, because for me, TIRZEPATIDE is worth it just for not having as many side effects. At this point, when I ended my semaglutide journey, outside of like GI and needing to take some laxatives every once in a while, I hate talking about that. I was pretty consistent with no side effects, but that doesn't mean for the 14 months prior, 13 months prior, that I wasn't on a roller coaster of side effects. When I started semaglutide, I had a skin reaction for like 2 or 3 weeks. My face got really red and itchy, and that did not happen with TIRZEPATIDE. I got a little bit nauseous, or have been with TIRZEPATIDE, just the day after. How I feel with TIRZEPATIDE the day of my injection and the day after is exactly how I felt at the beginning of semaglutide, where it's like you're a little like nauseous when you think about food, you have headaches on and off, but nothing really crazy. Zofran will help with that if that's something that you also struggle with. Something with semaglutide that was like the worst thing in the whole world for me was sulfur burps. And again, I hate talking about them, but that was brutal, and that side effect lasted for so long. And if you know, you know, and I have not had any of that with TIRZEPATIDE, and I had that for months with semaglutide. GI is good, no stomach aches, no issues, that like everything is good outside of being nauseous maybe for a day and on and off headaches. So if you are struggling with semaglutide, I highly recommend maybe switching if the side effects are too much for you, because it's just, in that regards, I feel so good. Like I don't even feel like I'm on a medication, or like I'm not even. And it's funny because when I did like my video, a month ago, I was talking about how I was nervous of the side effects. And I knew I was gonna be okay. Like I knew I was gonna be fine, but it's funny to look back even a month ago and be like, Britt, you were freaking out about nothing. So I feel like that's kind of it. I don't want to ramble too long on this. I am really happy with where I'm at in my weight loss journey. Again, I just want to emphasize, I want to always be transparent and be like, yeah, I didn't lose weight this month. Some months you'll lose a ton and some you won't, and it is okay. I think it's good to sit down and reevaluate, but this medicine is such an important tool in the weight loss journey and the lifestyle changes and all of that. And so if you really are just using it as a tool to heal your eating disorders, change your lifestyle, all of that, and you're doing it in the right way, there's gonna be times where you are just stagnant, and that is just part of this whole journey. And I like coming on and talking to you guys because it allows me to reflect, it allows me to have conversations with you guys, and vice versa. But I always just want to remind you guys that the scale, although like it's fun, right? Like I wish I could come on and be like, I've lost 70 pounds or I've lost 75. Like I wish that I could do that. It's so much more important to think about the non-scale victories, such as I've been working out, and it's crazy because when I got my Peloton and I would like just get on to like ride it, and I would do like, let's say for example 5 minutes, I would be like, oh my gosh, this is miserable, I hate this thing. And then starting my exercise journey now, I can get on it and ride like 4 to 5 times more, like just starting my journey. And so like the differences that I can see getting into a workout routine without even necessarily having one, if that makes, like, it's just easier, which is like so important for my health. I went to a primary care provider for the first time this month in literally almost 3 years, and that, like, I hate the doctors. I can go to the eye doctor, I can go to the dentist, but when it comes to like my health, it just freaks me out. And so I was able to go to a primary care doctor for the first time, and legit in August will be 3 years since I've gone. I got my blood work done. Obviously I get it done with my medicine, but the panel they do at like a primary care is like 8 million times bigger, and I've always been so scared to get that done, and I got that done for the first time in almost 3 years. Everything is looking so good there, which is a win. My clothes, all of that is a win. Again, even going out to dinner last night with my friends and eating my sandwich and not the sides, and not going crazy with the appetizers, and not getting wine, and not coming home and stuff, like those are all such big wins that I just don't want to discredit, and I just don't want you guys to be on your journey and discredit that stuff either, because this is a lifestyle change. It's gonna take a long time because it's not a crash diet, it's just a tool that's helping you. So just those reminders there, I always want to be an advocate for that. And yeah, I think that is it. I want to do like a Q&A type video because I feel like there's not too many like updates to give you guys. I'm super happy with TIRZEPATIDE, but I would love to like dive in deeper on questions. So if you guys have anything, I'm going to start gathering them from TikTok in my comments here also, so I can do kind of a Q&A like that. MinuteMD is linked in my bio always if you are looking for a telehealth provider. And again, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you so much. Good. Bye.